You're watching MMA Oddsbreaker. That's Rick Hawn, who's as bald as me, but much better looking with a beard and a mustache than I am. He actually grows it full. Mine's a little patchy when I grow mine in. How you doing, Rick?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Where are you right now? Are you up in TriStar still, or are you down back home?
I'm in Montreal.
Okay. And how's training camp been? Don't give me the classic, oh, it's the best training camp of my life and the best shape of my life. Give me something else. I'm tired of hearing that crap from all you guys.
Well, that too, but it's been going great. Obviously, up here, guys are best guys in the world. George is getting ready for his fight, so he's got a lot of guys up here that are that's helping. They're helping him get ready. So a lot of awesome guys. I feel pretty good. Short training camp so far, but I'm ready.
Did you do you get to train with George at all, or is he very specific in his training partners?
He's fighting a lefty, and obviously I'm a righty, so I haven't been able to train with him this camp.
What have you been doing differently for this camp as opposed to the other ones? You're getting ready to fight Brent Weedman. It's the semifinals of the tournament. Obviously, you want to win the tournament. Obviously, you want to get a title shot. So this is something that's very natural to you, always in high level of competition. But what's different in this training camp? What have you done, made that little adjustment?
Well, given the fact that I already fought Brent last year in the lightweight tournament, I beat him. I know he's going to come a little different, for me. He's going to change some things up. He's bigger, he's stronger, but so am I, and I have a year and a half more of experience under my belt in training. Last time I fought him, I wasn't working with striking coaches as much as I am now, boxing coaches, kickboxing coach. So my striking's really improved. I'm just not really working on anything specific. I'm just working on everything, making myself more well-rounded and ready for whatever he brings to the table.
Does that confidence you have from beating him the first time in the lightweight tournament, does that kind of put a little pause in the back of your head, like I got to work a little bit harder? I don't want to be overconfident because I beat him once. I want to make sure that I really decisively crush him again.
Exactly. I hope to finish him this time. That would be nice. But he's a very tough kid. So one of the things I think it's going to help me too is the finals I fought him in the finals last year, and that would by the finish of that, it was like 5 months of training nonstop. So right now I only have basically 2 months because I took this tournament on short notice. So 2 months under my belt, so I'm more fresh. I'm feeling ready and feeling really confident.
As soon as you win this fight, how long? Because you'll be in the tournament, then it'll be the finals. Like, how long will you take off and be at home before you go back up to TriStar in Montreal and continue to train?
From the last fight, I took like 3 or 4 days off and then went right back up to training. So it's a short turnaround. It sucks, but I've done it a few times, so I'm kind of used to it.
Are you getting tired of the dorms?
I wasn't at the dorms at first, but I moved back because it's a little more convenient. It's not bad. It's easy. It's convenient. All I do is focus on training, and that's what's important.
What does Brent, do you think he's going to bring differently into this one? Obviously, you said he's going to be a little bit different, but what do you think he's going to try to do differently?
I think he's going to try to make it more of a ground fight. He's well-rounded jiu-jitsu guy, black belt, I think now, I think he's going to try to exploit the ground game because he may think I have a weak ground game, but he's definitely going to be wrong. I have a solid ground game, but I don't think he's going to be able to really take me down. He's not a wrestler. He knows a little bit of judo, but last time I fought him, I threw him around quite a bit. So, but I'm ready for everything.
Do you feel more comfortable at welter than you do at lightweight?
No, I feel better at lightweight. I told everyone I wasn't going to go back up to welterweight, but it just happened. I'm a fighter and it's a job and it's what I do. So at this point, I'm like, it doesn't matter what weight. I'm just gonna fight.
All right, let's go worst case scenario. You win this tournament, you win the title shot you get, and all of a sudden you're now the welterweight champ for Bellator, but you prefer to be at lightweight. So what happens then? Are you going to try to unify the belt by going back down and taking the winner of Chandler and Alvarez, or are you going to just stay at welterweight and play that card out?
I don't know. It's a good question. I thought about that. Maybe I'll have more success at welterweight, even though I'm should be a lightweight. But when that time comes, I'll figure it out. But still a few fights away. But definitely would be nice to get that belt.
There's a lot of good judo guys coming up, especially in America that we don't know anything about because we don't get much judo coverage. Who's the next guy in judo that we should be watching out for, especially because you and a couple of Japanese guys, and obviously Ronda Rousey. Judo is now the main. Everyone's talking about how good judo is. Who's the guy you think will probably, after an Olympic run or after a world run, will make a jump into MMA and do pretty well at it?
I'd have to say, one of my teammates, Travis Stevens. He's brown belt, Henzo Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. He's top class, top 10 in the world judo-wise. Very talented, tough kid. I'm not sure he'll make that jump to MMA, but if he does, he would definitely be someone to look out for. He's definitely got an awesome ground game, good grappler.
What weight is he at?
He fights 178, so he'd probably be 170.
Depending, 170 or put a bunch of size on, be 85. Judo still has that thing where you guys weigh in the day of, correct? Before they compete at the world level?
I think they changed it so the day before now.
Okay, so it's the same as wrestling. So he could make that 8-pound drop and go down and compete at 170 and be okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. He's a taller kid, but welterweight would probably be good for him.
And that's one of the other issues that I have. My day, everyone was kind of my height. And as things got later, everyone started getting really tall and really skinny. But everyone was really good. Like at 5'10", I fought at 70 and 85. But even at 70, I was still the really short guy. Like there's a lot of guys now that are super tall. You and I are about the same height. At 155, you're not that much taller than everybody else. Like a lot of the guys are taller than you. Why is that? Why is there so many tall, skinny guys now ending up in our game? And how much of a problem is that for you as a competitor?
I don't know. First of all, I think it's the milk. The hormones in the milk make everyone grow. I've always been the smaller guy, and no matter what, I thought I would be one of the bigger guys at 55, and sure enough, I fought one person in my entire career, Chandler, who was shorter than me. So I'm used to it. In judo, I was always a smaller guy. I always fought bigger guys. I think that's why I have success at welterweight. I don't get muscled around too much. And mentally, I'm just used to that. I'm used to being just as strong as some guys that are bigger than me. So I don't really see it as a disadvantage. And that's why I feel so much better at lightweight, because strength-wise, and I feel like I have the upper hand in most guys I face.
All right, Rick. Well, thanks for taking a couple minutes with us here on MMA Oddsbreaker. Good luck against Brent Weedman. It's going to be an interesting fight. Come up here on Bellator 104. We'll talk to you soon, bud.
Awesome. Appreciate it.